Alright guys, here's the next ladder match. First in a long run of Skaven matches. As you can see, my opponent has brought 4 cannons, 3 Slayer, 4 Longbeard, 4 Dwarf Warrior, 1 Great Weapon, and the Slayer King. You can see I brought the Mortar, 4 Gutter Runner, 4 Night Runner, I'm sorry, 4 Triad, and the ROR, as well as the Assassin, were deployed to the left hand side. We have our mortar that we forget about, deployed left hand side in the woods so we don't get sniped. Immediately, my enemy uses all 4 cannons to start targeting my lord. He's going to use all 4 cannons to lord snipe our leadership. This is where I make a mistake. I get frustrated with this tactic. You guys know how I feel about it. And I push faster than I should have. In retrospect, I should have just hid both my lords here, kept them here like I pull them up and go to leave them here. But I really want to put my summons on top of the cannons. My second and third or fourth waves of summons need to be going on these cannons. And the fact that he was lord sniping already had me kind of flustered and rushing. And this is a build I have not used. I have not played Dwarfs before. I got gypped out of a match the other day. And I was excited to play the Dwarfs, come what may. So I made a mistake by moving my lords up too far. In retrospect, I should have just left them here, put my summons wherever I could get them, and just run them towards the dwarf lines, let them shoot at them, let them do whatever. And until he forgets about my lords, I just run out of magic. But I also wanted to cast Wither on his blobs, so that's another reason I was trying to get in decent range. I shouldn't have allowed myself to become frustrated and bring my lords up here to be sniped, to allow him to snipe them like he wanted to. But that's what we do. We don't get many summons off with our lords. Our Skaven slaves and clan rats, we're going to start rapping since he's paying a lot of attention. We're just going to keep rapping. Make his guns turn. We're going to get around here eventually. Clan rats come out from both summoners. We're going to get in here, pin some of these units down, keep him from turning around, because he doesn't realize how much is over here. And I'm not going to be able to fight all ideal targets. A lot of this I'm going to have to fight as Slayers. See, he's got 2 units of Slayers coming my way. That's not ideal for me. I do have the Talisman that I'm going to get in a pop here in a minute, and that's going to debuff their melee attacks, and it's going to do good work for us. It's going to allow my Death Runners and stuff to kind of start killing some of these Slayers off before they come back online. The Slayer King's coming this way. In reality, we should have pulled more of these Skaven out and around. This Ashes Triad didn't have to be here. We could have pulled it out and around and got on the guns. Same thing for one of these. One of these could have bypassed. One of these Ashes Triads probably could have bypassed, got on these guns. We're really slow with our mortar. Our mortar's just now starting to move. Our clan rats and our slaves are putting pressure on the left hand side, on his right hand side. We don't want him to unify this force in this blob fight, even though it's not managed as efficiently as it could be. We're good over here as long as we can keep him here blocking and occupied. We have to buy time to get our mortars up, and if there's only one blob, our mortars are going to do more damage to what we have left, since he sniped our 2 lords, and he tried to do the same with our assassin, with Ungram and both sets of Slayers, but he managed to get away, and he's going to come in clutch later. Our first volley goes on the guns, but I realize there's just so much infantry, we're going to have to forget about these guns. We're going to let Skaven slaves get on them if we can, and we're just going to have to start killing everything on this side of the battlefield. Anything that's trying to reunite, we're going to try to stop it and kill it. Because right now we're not doing half bad over here, even considering we've lost all of our leadership. We've killed these Longbeards, now we're in on a gun. We've killed these Longbeards for the most part. We've killed these Slayers, we've killed these warriors, we've killed these warriors. There's really nothing here that's in too good a shape except for Ungram himself. So now we're going to pull off and around, try to get some more of these guns before they can turn around and shoot into our blob. And we're just going to start peppering Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors on the far side. And just going to try to kill all this crap before it gets back to us. As our slaves rally, we're bringing them back in. We have to continue pressure over on this side. We have to keep these road bumps up and going, because if not, all this is going to unify, and it's going to not going to be the greatest. We're going to take rear charges. We have low leadership as it is. Most of our leaders are dead. We have to buy time. Dwarf Warriors trying to get back. We're trying to stop them, but we're not going to fire into our own forces. We can't afford that. We pulled these out because they finished their fights. They've completely shattered the dwarves they were fighting. We move out to get after these cannons. We're going to turn around in a minute because they're already routed. These guys are just getting a good rest. We do friendly fire into these death runners, but they are holding down a lot of dwarf infantry right now, and we're going to stop. Now that these dwarves are pulling away, we're going to try to pull them out and continue firing on prime targets, but these are slayers now, so we're trying to pull our death runners out and get them back on the cannons, but the slayers are just going to follow right up behind us, and it's not going to be long. They're going to be on us, and they're going to kill us. But we're trying to keep our mortar online. We're trying to shoot at Longbeards where we can, even if we have to move up, and we're saving these Dwarf Warriors for later. We've almost completely wiped out this force. It's just a blob with Ungram in the middle. We sent in our assassin for the second time with Talisman, and we managed to get him down under half health, but he targeted our assassin in return. Our assassin is going to come back. We're going to let him rally in the back while we continue to blob. These Longbeards are going to get over here at about half health. It's not the greatest for us by any means. We're going to turn some Death Runners around to attack them now, and we're going to have to shift our fire to Dwarf Warriors. We're going to use the rest of our Skaven slaves to come out here and get on this last cannon. This cannon's starting to turn around. I notice it almost too late, but we're going to pull some rats out of here and get on this cannon again. And now it's just a big blob fight. He does get a beautiful couple of cannon shots down the line right there, and it doesn't take much to get these Skaven to start routing, and that is really all he needed. Our Ishka's Triad's going to come out here and clutch it. We're going to kill this cannon crew, but the damage has really already been done. Everything's been wavering. The assassin comes in and debuffs Ungram and goes to work. He's also wavering. Balance and power is far in our favor, but everything we have is wavering. All the elite units are wavering. It won't take anything for us to die. Right here, we take one bad hit, but we kill Ungram and avoid his killing blow. And everything that can route now has routed. Balance of power is hugely in our favor now. There's only 33 dwarves, but they're all slayers. And he's been kiting back. I did not notice this with this Slayer unit the entire game. And now that we've mobbed these Slayers right here, I just circle everything, issue an attack order except for the mortar, obviously. And we're going to kill all of them. And I tell him GG at the right as before his Slayers die. And he GG's back, but then I see that he's continuing to move in reverse. So I just turn all my forces. If he intends to kite me, we have like 12 minutes left, and I'm way faster than him. And I think he realizes that, and he gives up. But I'm extremely happy with the performance of the build. I'm not that happy with my performance. I played into his tactic. I allowed his unsavory tactic to provoke me into doing something I shouldn't have done. And I also forgot about the linchpin, or one of the key linchpins of this build. Because of it, I was frustrated. But despite all of that, the build performed extremely well in my opinion. If you look at the deployment, losses to losses, they lost more than we did. Our deployments aren't that dissimilar compared to what we could have brought. Most of our units are smaller than his. So keep that in mind. Like we performed extremely well. This is the first, like I said in the beginning, first of many Skaven games. Now that I'm Skaven main, I think I'm just gonna just roll heavy with the Skaven. You may not see it too many other replays on this channel for a while. Don't forget about the DLC tournament. Hit me up on Steam, add me on Steam. I'm the same all the time, my name. Um, or subscribe or message me in the comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the build, Skaven, um, things you want to see from the tournament. If you want to discuss the tournament at all, let me know. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. If you have a clan you're interested in letting me try out for your clan, I'd be happy to try out. I'm looking for a clan. See you guys around. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, peace.